Shadows of doubt, wrestling with the teachings. The journey towards Christ is rarely a straight path. It often begins in darkness, a place of questioning and doubt. We may struggle to reconcile the teachings with our own experiences, our own pain. The world, with its harsh realities, can seem at odds with the promise of peace and love. But it is in these moments of wrestling, of grappling with the unknown, that faith begins to take root. We must not shy away from the difficult questions. Christ himself engaged in discourse, challenged the status quo. He invited his followers to think critically, to seek truth beyond the surface. It is through this process of questioning, of seeking understanding, that we begin to peel back the layers of our own preconceptions. We begin to see the world through new eyes, eyes that glimpse the divine in the ordinary. We see the hand of God not in grand gestures, but in the gentle breeze, the laughter of a child, the quiet comfort of a friend. It is in these subtle yet profound moments that the teachings begin to resonate. The shadows of doubt may linger, but they no longer hold the same power. For in the struggle, we discover a strength we didn't know we possessed, a strength born of faith, fueled by a yearning for something more. This is the beginning of the journey, the first step towards the light. Beyond the veil, from worldly wisdom to spiritual awakening. The world offers us many answers, many paths to happiness and fulfillment. We are bombarded with messages of success, of material wealth, of the pursuit of pleasure. Yet these pursuits often leave us feeling empty, longing for something more substantial. The wisdom of the world, while seemingly logical and alluring, often leads us further from our true selves. It encourages us to chase after fleeting desires, to seek validation in the eyes of others. This outward focus, this constant striving for external approval, can blind us to the truth that resides within. Discovering Christ requires us to step outside the confines of worldly thinking. It requires a shift in perspective, a willingness to see beyond the veil of materialism and societal expectations. This spiritual awakening is not a sudden revelation, but a gradual unfolding. It is a journey of peeling back the layers, of shedding the masks we wear to please others. It is about discovering the beauty and the strength of our true selves, the selves created in the image of God. This is the path that leads to true freedom, to a joy that transcends the fleeting pleasures of the world. The divine spark, recognizing our true nature. At our core, we are not merely physical beings bound by the limitations of the material world. We are spiritual beings, imbued with a divine spark, a reflection of the Creator himself. Recognizing this truth is fundamental to understanding our place in the grand tapestry of existence. This realization does not come from intellectual pursuit alone, though reason has its place. It comes from a deep, intuitive knowing, a resonance with something greater than ourselves. It is felt in the stillness of prayer, in the awe-inspiring beauty of nature, in the selfless act of love. When we acknowledge our spiritual nature, we tap into a source of strength and wisdom that transcends the limitations of our ego. We begin to see ourselves and others through the lens of compassion, recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of every human being. This understanding frees us from the shackles of comparison and competition, allowing us to embrace our unique gifts and talents. We are no longer defined by our accomplishments or our failures, but by the love that flows through us, connecting us to one another and to the divine. Foundations of faith, love and grace as guiding lights.